Alright, second round. Would like to play first. We'll play first. This hand is fine. Definitely not going to send it. This hand could easily be turn for Blightsteel Colossus, depending on how kind our impulse is to us. But we have a lot of ways to dig in this hand, which is something I like to see in these decks. Having a lot of card selection is pretty important. I would have really liked there was a Preordain, I think, in the pack where I took the Mox, but I mean, So I think that we want to play Carnarium here, and then next turn we can Impulse plus Chain Lightning. Yeah, that's definitely good. So we have the Swords to Plowshares in our deck, which makes just getting this Blightsteel Colossus into play a lot better. Ooh, that's ugly. That's not what you want. But I mean, I guess if he spends his whole second turn porting us, then like we both waste a turn and we take 2 damage, but it's not like the most brutal. Yeah. This is an Izzet Guildgate, that would obviously be much better because then we could Impulse in response, but we can still do that at some point here. And he's wasting like now his whole second and third turn just porting us. And it's like obviously good for him because he has this Elite Vanguard, but I don't think it's really actually that good. I just want Orzhov Basilica here, I guess. Is that even good? I mean, I don't need an extra island or an extra forest. I guess forest does cast Channel, but we don't even have that card in our hand. I'm just going to take the bounce land here. Pretty glad to get those cards off the top of my deck, to be honest with you. Alright. This just means I can't cast... Yeah, I'm fine with this anyway.
Do you have followers on your videos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This does mean we have to discard, but I'm fine with discarding and Faithless Looting anyway. I guess I probably should have just played the forest there. That was actually not the best. Oh well.
Alright.
So it feels like this bounce land mana base with could also just shuffle this back in, but this way if I draw yeah, I definitely should have played the forest there for a lot of reasons. A, I have to discard now. B,
this onion dip will kill you.
oh, the onion dip is good?
Yeah.
My mother has been foisting all sorts of snacks, all manner of snacks upon me. Fattening snacks even. Alright, so he'll probably port my Carnarium here, and then I'll just play Wall of Blossoms. Yeah, that's fine. I think playing Wall of Blossoms this turn is worth it, because it forces him to tax his mana further by... Forces him to tax his mana further by using his Gideon's Lawkeeper in addition to his Rishadan Port if he wants to keep getting in damage. Playing this Orzhov Basilica is really coming back to bite me in a number of ways. but I'm not actually that worried about it. Liliana of the Veil. Alright. That card's very good against us, actually. Get that out of here. He's going to port us. Yeah. I like our spot less and less as time goes by. I wish Chain Lightning was Lightning Bolt in this spot. Like, a lot, I wish that. I don't want to discard any of these cards either. That's the problem. I think we just have to get rid of the Colossus. I mean, unless we draw Show and Tell this turn, of course. Channel. Can't cast that. Alright. Yep. Fuck this Orzhov Basilica. Just been using it to lose myself the game. Just casually losing the game with this Orzhov Basilica. I guess I wouldn't be able to channel into Blightsteel Colossus anyway this turn. So I'll certainly be discarding Channel here. And then next turn I can Careful Consideration, get back some of the cards that I lost. Let's see where we go from there. This Rashad Port has been doing a lot of work this turn, I'll be honest with you. We'll have Pyroclasm against him, though, which I think is going to be very good. This guy's mana also seems really bad. Yeah, so I'm going to call the Bounce Land experiment kind of a failed one. It's not the most effective way. Like, you should play on-color Bounce Lands just as a card advantage and fixing, but I think playing off-color Bounce Lands is too bad. Umezawa's Jite. Does he go for the equip? It's an interesting decision. He does not. He decides against the equip, which I think is smart. Puts me on a slower clock. Because next turn he could swing for 5. No, I guess it doesn't. I guess it's the same clock. It's still 3 turns. Yeah. Yeah, so basically I just get one more turn, which is not the best. I mean, next turn I'll just cast Careful Consideration. Yep, you got it, buddy. Well, I guess that's theoretically a good draw. So this turn I could go land, Pearl, Chrome Mox, Imprinting, Careful Consideration, then Mind's Desire. That doesn't even do anything. I mean, if I hit Time Spiral exactly, that's very good. The other option is just to cast Careful Consideration, wait a turn. Yeah, I think I like this play much better. I mean, I don't think there's too much he's going to be casting just on this turn that puts me in a bad spot. Yeah, and now I can storm off for a lot more. Ratchet Bomb also is fine, but kind of slow, and I already played a land this turn. But I can play Mox Pearl Ratchet Bomb this turn, but that makes my storm a lot less next turn. I think we're just trying to storm for the maximum amount. Especially because, well, maybe not though, because I can play Ratchet Bomb, and then I'm still going to be able to storm for like... So I'm going to certainly be discarding Blightsteel Colossus here. It's going to be like Blightsteel Colossus and Island, I think. and then we go this turn Mox Pearl, Ratchet Bomb, pump Ratchet Bomb. That means that he has to play a 2-drop creature or better, which I can then Chain Lightning. This is basically just -1 Storm because I don't really want to cast Ratchet Bomb. I want to Frantic Search it away. So yeah, and I think I'm going to have a lot of mana next turn anyway, so I think that we're going to cast this Ratchet Bomb. And it puts the impetus on him, although, no, alright. Well, I made a mistake by casting that Mox Pearl, but, because I need to discard Ratchet Bomb to Liliana. I think I want Chain Lightning because it's cheaper. Yeah, so that was dumb, obviously. We're going to be -1 Storm on our Mind's Desire, which was a poor choice, but I had already clicked it by the time I realized my error. Okay. Well, that just makes me angry. But I mean, I can get it back with Chain Lightning, so it's not the end of the world, but obviously was not not really the smartest choice I've ever made. And I'm dead next turn anyway, so we got to try to kill him this turn. Pyroclasm against him, however, is going to be the nutter butters, as they say. Yeah, and then if I had a Faithful Saluting this turn, yeah, we would just be in better shape had we not played that Orzhov Basilica by like a long shot. But that's okay, because next turn, yeah, next turn we're going to be storming for 5 with. We're going to have 5 spells off of Mind's Desire, plus whatever we draw off of Frantic Search. Plus we'll have like a fair amount of extra mana from this Frantic Search. Although I guess I have to add blue with. I have to untap islands, not bounce lands. Yeah, the bounce land experiment was not particularly successful, I don't feel. Oh, he's doing that? He's going to just give me that? Okay. So him not putting counters on his GT is kind of strange to me. Paladin and Vec. Okay. So that basically ensures that I'm dead next turn, although not even necessarily. Yeah, this Ratchet Bomb goes away. Yeah, having the 1 extra storm from the Pearl next turn would be nice. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I think I should be playing Pyroclasm instead of Ratchet Bomb, but we'll see. Not getting Tolarian Academy is always really bad for, like, I think I was used to in my head playing this because I had previously played Tolarian Academy in my combo deck, so having extra, like, random artifacts was pretty much just better than having random sorceries. So if we draw Time Spiral, we're in like very good shape. Is porting that card. So I can Frantic Search in response, but Frantic Search, I guess this is better because yeah, because Frantic Search adds only 1 mana this way, but if I do it in response, it adds 2 mana. Because I'm going to have to untap a blue source with it, unless I draw a blue source, in which case it's the same amount of mana added as just countering this port. So just got to make sure we let the portability resolve. And then cast Frantic Search. And I'm going to leave a blue in my pool just because I have blue instants that I may want to cast. We'll discard this stuff. I do need a land, kind of. But I can play lands off Mind's Desire, so. Yes. Alright, so this is like, gives us something at least. So this is, we have 6 mana. I was kind of counting on the... Alright, well, I guess we have... No, we have 7 mana, so it's just Chrome Mox, Chain Lightning, Mind's Desire. Alright, well, is what it is. Here's to drawing Time Spiral, I guess.
You're not your sneakers, Carl. You only have a few minutes. It's getting dark. We're around.
Oh, no. We can get, if we can Chain Lightning, get back our Mox Pearl. No. And then we have enough to cast Mind's Desire and Celestia Signet this turn. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, so we can cast this and then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Alright. I think our out is just to hit Time Spiral or I guess no, not really anything else does it. Got 5 chances. Hitting a land isn't too bad. Hitting more lands is probably not great. Alright. Well, Mana Crypt. Time Spiral! Last opportunity. Obviously had it. Okay. Mana Crypt. Sometimes I make myself so angry. Okay, so we'll cast Mirari's Wake, and then we'll cast Mountain. I guess it's awkward that we don't have a blue mana, but that's okay. Yeah, I might as well do this, float the mana, then cast Time Spiral. Doop, 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 doop. Alright, so now we will cast, I suppose, Faithful Saluting. I don't have to tap that land. We can discard Island because they literally don't do anything. We'll Impulse using a red mana. Get probably, this is actually sort of interesting, I guess. It's probably just Mind's Desire, because then we can just, worst case scenario, I guess we're already emptying for a bunch, but yeah, Mind's Desire is too good not to take. At this point, we'll play Lotus Cobra. We'll play, well, I guess I'll just add colorless here. We'll play Careful Consideration, target myself. Oh, okay, so we have certainly enough to just Brain Freeze him for lethal. We could potentially, I guess, flashback a Faithful Saluting.
Jacket, Bo.
Just to make sure. Although I don't really see it being an issue. I'm being fed more food at this moment. Okay, so I don't know what the storm count is, but
how many buttons are on that?
Bam.
How many buttons are on that? A couple. Like there's
Like 5.
sorry you have to listen to me eat. The onion dip is good.
So you can set 5
All right,
to all 5 abilities.
gotta be enough. Gotta be way more than enough. Oh yeah. Sometimes I just get so excited about comboing off that I just cast spells and yeah, got the scoop. People should scoop in response to that card because it's correct not to really show me what's in your deck. Yeah, I think the only change we really want to make, I guess Naturalize is probably fine if he has Umezawa's Jite, but I don't think we really even care about that card. So I think that taking out something, I don't know, Channel maybe isn't that good again on the draw. I think our deck doesn't even really want that channel. I think it's too bad for our mana. If we don't have the channel, we can actually add an island over a forest, I think, because islands are very important to this deck. That onion dip is baller, by the way. I love hanging out at my parents' house. It's just like Christmas food.